Hey people, I'm live! It's Friday! Woohoo! Friday! So, I'm coming to you again from my patio because I've had the worst luck with internet service, and I tried to send a video from a restaurant this afternoon. I was right on the beach, it was beautiful, and some other locations, but the internet sucks! Oh my gosh. However, I have good news because this right here is the answer to my prayers. It's a hotspot. We are hooked up, we're live. Look at that. Look at that up there. Okay, so I'm doing this just so you can see me better. It's been a crazy week. Oh my God, it was like one of those weeks. My son was diagnosed with parasites. Oh my God, it's like, that was just a mother's worst nightmare, but it just is gross, right? Like, who wants to hear that you have parasites inside of you? And I understand that we all do. At least I'm clear on that now. There's always some like normal bacteria, some normal sort of foreign bodies and things, and even parasites that live inside of all of us, and I guess all living things. But just to think about like nasty little, I think of like little worms or whatever, and they're crawling around or something like gnawing. It just seems really gross. So anyway, apparently the kind that he has actually are present in everyone, so it's not unusual to have them. It's normal to have them, but for some reason, I guess when some people have them, or maybe you have too many, I don't know, it causes, hi person who's viewing, it causes reactions. In his case, expulsion, violent expulsion of different types of bodily fluids, which was not fun. So a couple sleepless nights dealing with that, but took him to a doctor and he's better. Okay, I will say this, I have some reflections this week on Dominicans and Dominican life, because it's just a trip living in a foreign country, particularly one like this, where there's not a lot of common wealth. There is definitely wealth here, but it's not common. And so a lot of people are on the take, they're on the hustle, and I'm not with that, you know? I am not here to get over anybody, and I don't want people to get over on me. So that being said, we had an issue with one doctor who was referred to me by a real estate agent that I've been working with to find a place to live. And I was really grateful to meet this person because one, he's just a doctor to know, and two, he said he made house calls, which was awesome. So sure enough, he came over one day when my son had been sick and brought with him some medicine, which I gave to my son, and he got better. And the guy came back later on that day to just double check and, you know, see his progress. And he was better already, so that was really wonderful. And he charged like no money basically for that. And that was amazing. Then the second time he got sick in a week, I texted the guy back and I was like, hey, what's going on? It's back. And he's like, well, you know, you can meet me here and, you know, I can get you the medicine or you can give me the money, wink, wink, and I'll just take care of it. You know, one of those kind of things where I'll buy it for you, something. It just started seeming a little shady. Oh, and I have to leave town. By this time, I won't be back. You know, just started a little bit of pressure, seemed like. And then I said, okay, well, how much? How much is the medicine? And that was one price. And he said, oh, but then it's, you know, another price for the consultation. And I was like, okay, how much? And what he quoted me, turns out, I spoke with some friends, people I work with who are Dominican, it was 3 times what you should normally get charged. So they were like, Kelly, no. And the medicine itself was way, way high. So to make it clear, for example, he was going to charge me 2,200 pesos for this so-called consultation and one type of medicine. I went to a different doctor here who was referred by these friends of mine who charged 500. The total was less than what this other guy was charging me, and I got a consultation and 4 medicines for my son, 2 of which I don't really necessarily need. They're like just in case, but it's good to have them. So anyway, just a whole scam. So I have lots of reflections about, sometimes I think Dominicans are fucking clueless and like, dude, are you even here? And I guess it's just cultural, and other times, and they're just so kind and generous, and I'm super grateful to be in their presence. However, I'm not going to go into that now because I'm tired. It's Friday. I just feel like chilling out, playing with my modem. Hello! That's my house. This is the wall. That's the backyard. Have about another week or maybe 2 weeks left until Semana Santa. Holy Week is over, thank God. And then the house hunting bonanza begins. People leave. The Dominicans who come to party for Semana Santa will leave, and then all the inventory opens up and the prices drop down. I even heard that so they drop in April, they drop again in June because it's blazing hot and people are not really looking to spend their days in the blazing hot sun. So that's great for me. So I'm hoping to get some great deals and decide on whether I'm going to do a house or an apartment. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. I'm going to go and enjoy Friday, but I'm going to check in. Finally, I have the internet. I've been trying to send messages. I had some stuff to say this week, and now I'm tired and don't feel like saying it all. But now that I know I have my own modem hotspot and I can work it, we are back in business, back in business, back in business. Speaking of business, I'm glad I have this hotspot because I can now conduct business, whereas before it was a little shaky, I should say, and that could be costing me business, which is not cool. So I'm straight now. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Once I get settled and relaxed, I may chime in again. I just want to make sure it's working, so it is, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, where's off? Bye. Oh, that's not off, that's volume. How do I do this thing? Okay.